another edition of the Above the Bridge podcast. This is episode 42. Shout out to our producer, Boy Band John. What's up, John? Okay, I'm your host, Thaddeus. Shout out to our sponsors. First off, I want to shout out to McCaw Customs. His Boy Band John's brother made me a custom tumbler for Above the Bridge. Go check him out, McCaw Customs. What's his website, John?
Oh, he get IG, McCall Customs, IG.
Okay, yeah, check him out. He does custom everything, stickers, shirts, hats, what have you. Tell him what you want and he'll do it. All right. Shout out to our sponsor, Defend Hawaii. If you go to defendhawaii.com, you get anything off your purchase order. Use promo code ATBPOD, you get 15% off. Defend Hawaii, you see it all over the island. Go check it out. The manager is Chris. Go let him know that I sent you. Also, Detail Garage Hawaii. Go to detailgaragehawaii.com. ATB pod upon checkout, 15% off. Anything you need to detail your car, waxes, soaps, whatever. Last but not least, Hawaii Candy Company. They get all kind grinds and candies for the holidays, all kind lihimui nerds and lihimui gushers and what have you. Go check them out. Check out their website, hawaiicandycompany.com. Use promo code ATBPOD on checkout and you'll get 10% off your entire purchase order. All right. Today, my guest is a professional boxer. He's 2-0 with 2 knockouts. He's from Eva Beach. It's JAYBRIO, the Hitman BENITO. I got their last name right, Trisel?
Yep, BENITO. That's the one.
Okay, I got him right. How you doing, bro?
Good.
So what, man? You been boxing your whole life, or you started from when you was a little kid, or how did you get into boxing?
So I started boxing at 9 years old. My dad got me into boxing, and I started off boxing in Kali at Kalakaua Boxing Gym. Stayed there till high school, and now I'm with Alan Kekovel in Makakilo, training out of his garage.
And Germs is training with him, right? That's who told me about you and kind of wanted me to talk to you to get on the show. So shout out to Brother Germs, New Auto.
Shout out to Brother Germs. Thank you.
Newauto.com. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell them they gotta sponsor you, bro.
Yeah. He does. He helps out with whatever he can. I appreciate that, brother. He take care.
Yeah. So he's the one that told me about you, and we wanted to get you on the show. So so him and you share boxing coaches, right? The coach that trains him is the same guy that trains you.
Yep. Pretty much.
Oh,
I
that's cool.
met him through training. So
when you first started boxing, you said you started at Kalakaua. Was it Kalakaua as your first spot?
Yes, Kalakaua in Kali.
And you was like a little kid at the time.
Yeah, I was 9 years old to like 17. Yeah, 17 years old.
Oh, so you was boxing most of your life pretty much, and from a little kid time. How did you decide to get into it?
I pretty much wanted to play sports, which was football, and then my dad put me in boxing, so we went from there, and yeah, pretty much. Well, I forget the question. I'm sorry.
Nah, no worries. So wait, when you was a little kid, like you was like, oh, okay, I want to play sports, and like me too, I wanted to play football and stuff. I was small. I wasn't able to play football until I was in high school, but yeah, so that's what you did. You got to box instead, I guess. One thing about boxing and combat sports, like you can find any size to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. Always get somebody for fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you started like when you were 9, and you just your dad got you into it, or you kind of that was the avenue you wanted to go, like, oh, I want to box, or he was like, okay, let's try this out.
Yeah, so actually my dad, he told me if I wanted to box, I wouldn't be able to quit, actually. So like, yeah, and like whenever I would, even so while I was boxing, I wanted to try like wrestling and stuff like that. You know, in high school, and you see all your friends play other different sports and things like that. But he would always make me choose one. So he knew I loved to do it. So I'd always choose boxing. And it's kind of how I stuck to it, I guess. And then
Oh, so boxing became like your passion then after a while.
Yeah, I guess so. And like I was always around boxing. I used to watch our families were like boxing oriented, so we watch boxing all the time. So it's like what I seen growing up. And yeah, pretty much. I wasn't really that good at it though. Actually, I quit a lot of times. I quit boxing a lot of times.
Well, how
And
was that when you quit? Your dad got all mad.
yeah, I mean, my dad lost it a little. Never speaking with my dad for a little bit, but um, when you do it that long, I guess when you don't do it, you feel lost without it. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. It's just something that I grew accustomed to always doing. So I didn't feel right if I wasn't doing it. Plus, it always keep me out of trouble too. Whenever I wasn't boxing, I was doing something stupid. So I'd rather just box anyway.
Well, that's a good positive focus to get into, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So what you're training at Kalakaua from little kid time, and I guess like in Hawaii you get, I guess that's amateur, but like little kids like Power League and
Mhm.
Golden Gloves and state tournaments and stuff like that. So you got into that at an early age. You got to compete in those kind of situations.
Yeah. So actually, I was state champ a lot. Since I was like little kid, kind like maybe like 10, 11, I was state champ a lot. But a lot of times too, I was real skinny for my weight class. So sometimes I would be unopposed champion. There would be nobody to fight. I would always have to fight bigger kids. So
Uh,
like even like my first fight, I had to put actually I went on with all full clothes and put stuff in my pockets to fight. The kid is like 10 pounds heavier. That's the only way I could get fights down here. So
oh
pretty
wow.
nuts, you know.
So what, were you nervous or scared, or like you're just like, whatever, I just gonna rush?
So the way my dad did it, he made me train actually a lot. I was training at least about maybe a full year before my first actual boxing fight. So I was kind of used to it already, yeah. And like maybe not too far in, I would be sparring already. So it was just once my dad said I gotta spar this person, I would have to spar him. So you know what I mean? You just whatever you do it so much, you know, get scared. And you
Yeah.
know, just put me in bigger kids. So
Plus, too, I'm sure the kids don't hit as hot as your dad. You know what I mean?
yeah, you don't like get lickies from your father after.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? You rather just beat him up and not get lickies. Sometimes you get lickies twice.
Yeah.
You get busted from the kid, you get busted from your father after. No can.
So it seems like your dad was heavily involved in your career when you was young. So he'd always watch you practice and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, and my dad dedicated a lot of his time to bringing me to the gym. He would every day after work. He had a hard job too. He's a carpenter. It was all in the construction field, labor, all that kind of stuff. And he would pick me up and bring me to the gym. And like we live far away, so we used to live in Kali, which is why I boxed out of Kalakaua and we moved to Ever Beach. So he would come home from his job. I would have to take out his tools out of his truck, go in, and takes us down to the gym. And every day, Monday through Friday, it was 5 days a week.
Oh,
But
wow.
it taught me a lot of like discipline and hard work. I remember one time, my dad, I was going to the gym by myself at one point, and my dad he didn't tell me he was going to the gym, but he just tried. He tested me. You know what I mean? He caught me playing around. He see me playing around. He took me right out of the gym. He said, "Oh, you're not gonna box tomorrow." And he's like, "Bro, if you're gonna box, you gotta be serious about it." So after that, I kind of buckled down and never did play around after that. Just took it like a job. It's like a second job.
Oh, yeah. So he's the kind of guided you in that direction. And I guess he had faith in you and kind
Yeah.
of groomed you to be part of this sport then, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I guess so. It is real hard on me. I mean, when you're a kid, you don't understand though. But now
Yeah.
I understand. He taught me a lot about life and stuff like that. Just teaching me at a young age how to stay disciplined and work hard. Nobody's gonna give you nothing. Don't be scared. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, my daddy, solid guy.
So when you were little kids fighting in the amateur ranks, like you got to compete in state tournaments and stuff like that, and you ever get to travel outside of the state or go like mainland tournaments, Golden Gloves or anything like that?
Yeah, so when we traveled outer islands, and I did travel a lot in the mainland, but I would never travel for like those little tournaments. And when it comes to those little tournaments, it matters because that's how you kind of get your name out there. So I would always only travel to like the big tournaments. So like I would go straight to the big dogs, like nationals, and no, you know what I mean. So I never really did how do you say it? Like make a name for myself. So when it come down to like close fights, they're always gonna pick the known fighter. You know what I mean?
Oh
So I
yeah,
always
yeah.
came up short. Or like I always fought like almost the person who wins the tournament, pretty much right off the
Oh.
get. And so the shitty thing is too, like throughout the years, because boxing wasn't really too popping too when I was kind of younger. They didn't really have too much amateur fights, or wouldn't have people for me to fight. So I wouldn't even fight within a year. I would just go straight to that tournament, compete at the
Oh
highest
wow.
level, and then come back home and then whatever.
Oh,
But it
that's
helped me.
crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. My dad was like that kind of dude. Like, nope, just go, just charge. I'm like, oh, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? But it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot doing that.
So for amateur boxing, I always wonder, like, how does the scoring work? Because you get headgear and stuff like that. Is it comes
So
to judges' decision, or like they get on scoring system?
actually, like while I was boxing, they used to change sometimes. They would alternate. Sometimes they would have clickers. So one would be the red corner, one would be the blue corner. And each solid punch, on the glove, there's white. So if it lands a certain way, it's considered a point. So that's when they'll have clickers and stuff like that. But
Oh,
so if it lands,
nice.
yeah. But then kind of when my last amateur fight, it was like a 10-point must system. So it'd be 10-8 rounds or 10-9 rounds. And then you'll
Oh,
get like unanimous decision or majority decision and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of weird, the amateur scoring system.
yeah, it could get political too, like how you said, like the
Yeah.
known guys would get the nod. You know what I mean? Even if you thought you won.
Or like sometimes too, like even with the clicker things, like sometimes you could be punching the guy a lot of the times, or like to the body and stuff like that. They won't click it unless you hit them in the head and their head goes back, and then that's the click. But you could be pawning them out everywhere else and you won't get the point. It's nuts, bro. It's kind of crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
discouraging too, because then people can learn how to just play that game. You know what I mean?
yeah, and a lot of people do. They used to just shell up like this, and they'll let you tee off, and then they'll just hit you one time, boom, and they'll get that point. You'll get zero sometimes.
Oh wow.
But yeah, it was kind of crazy. So that's why they kind of switched it back to the 10-point must system for the amateurs. But I don't know, it's still complicated too. So yeah, to really score that kind of way.
Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, it could get kind of crazy, especially if it's a judges like not decision but discretion, whereas like they judging what they see. It could not be,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It
couldn't.
could be their
Yeah,
friend's son fighting you and you didn't
yeah,
even know, you know, kind
exactly,
of.
exactly. And then like sometimes too, bro, you catch some of these guys that got the big tournaments. They're not really paying attention. You know what I mean? Because you go
Oh
through so
yeah.
much. You know, I mean, big tournaments. There's so many fights going on at one point, and everybody's just moving, and it's just
Oh yeah.
such a stressful time. So it's like sometimes too, their decision, and sometimes if they doze off, they don't catch the person's point. You know what I mean?
Oh
It's like
yeah.
poor thing for the person if that's their dream, huh?
Oh yeah. So yeah, they over there judging like 30 fights in one day, but like the 20th one, they just
Yeah, it's
don't even
whatever.
see nothing. I
It's
don't even care. I
whatever.
just like go eat dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's pretty much how the point system and stuff work for the amateurs.
So as you worked your way up to the amateurs, and then what got you to decide to turn pro? Because that's, I mean, obviously you get paid to fight now, but how does that work? Like, okay, I'm done being an amateur. It's time for move to the pros. How did you come to that decision?
Okay, so for me, boxing is kind of my life, yeah. So like I would always, my dream was to be a world champion in the boxing, because I used to watch a lot of Manny Pacquiao fights. And to me, that's what boxing was. I mean, because I don't really have too much people. I don't really have any family members that actually really boxed. So I'm kind of like the guinea pig. So it's like I never really care about the amateurs, you know what I mean? And like I never really had goals for like winning this tournament, or just because I didn't know how the ranking and stuff worked. So ever since I was a kid, I would just always tell myself I'm gonna be a pro boxing champion.
At
And
least you knew
that's
what you was
pretty
going
much.
for.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, my mama didn't like me doing that. Whenever I say that, oh no, you gotta go to school.
Oh
But
yeah.
trying to turn this dream to reality.
Well, it's happened. You're a pro. So how does the process go from becoming amateur to pro? Like you gotta sign up to be on pro, or like somebody gotta ask you, or like how does that work?
Oh yeah, so pretty much if you have a pro event going on and you want to fight, talk to the person promoting the fight, and that's how you can be a professional, I guess. But just because you're a professional don't mean you're a professional, because you can get seriously hurt in this sport.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like it's a risk you take. It's a risk you take, but it's
And then
pretty much
once you're pro, you can never go back to amateur.
yeah, and
Is
you can never go back. That's the shitty thing. That's where you kind of your the basic and fundamentals come into play and all
yeah.
that stuff.
So how did you know you were ready? Okay, it is time for me to be pro.
I mean, so like me coming up, like on paper I was never a good fighter, but like when it would come to like in the gym and sparring, I went up against a lot of good guys, and I used to spar a lot of bigger people. So that's kind of how um I was growing up, and I guess I was just good at it. I was sparring grown men since I was like 13, 14 years old. I was beating up grown men already. My dad would just throw me in. So like sometimes I would spar like some of our teammates' dads, and I would actually drop a lot of people too. So like yeah, I was real good in the gym, but it's just like when I fought in the mainland on paper wise, since I've traveled to compete at such the highest level, you know what I mean? I'm a nobody, so
Yeah.
but
I
yeah.
guess that gives you the drive out. Nothing is coming easy to you. So you fighting for everything you getting.
Yeah. And I guess too, like my dad, he was the type for like not really like promote me out there, you know what I mean? So it was just
Yeah.
like a just put your head down and work kind of thing. So like I wouldn't really have the like exposure kind, because like even like coming up too, there's a lot of kids around my age that I fought or sparred with, and they would be like on the news and things like that, you know what I mean? And then like we win the same tournament, but I don't, you know what I mean? That person gets the exposure, and there's just me on the side. Because
That's
I
all
don't
right.
open my mouth, you know what I mean? I don't entertain.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to learn more, promote myself a little more. And
Yep. And your body of work gonna speak volumes. You know what I mean? You start
yeah,
knocking people out, people gonna take notice.
yeah, exactly. You just got to keep winning. Just got
Yeah.
to keep winning. That's it. I mean, like what you said, just keep knocking them out. Because even if the pro game, since I don't really got too much of a good amateur background, it's pretty much how it's gonna have to be. Because I'm definitely not gonna be the favorite. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's, I gotta knock these out. If not, I might lose. Might take
Yeah.
it away from me. They might take it away from me. So, you know.
Well, at least you going in there with that mindset, and I'm sure people gonna take notice. Like you already 2-0 with 2 knockouts as a pro. Like people gonna start talking. Like I mean, I heard
That's
about you already.
try, man. You just got to keep it up. Just keep working. Sometimes you get kind of lazy, and then I think to myself, it's too much people counting on me. So it's like I'm shortening them. So I just keep working. Always room for improvement. I'm trying to learn every day. Even as much as I've been boxing since 9 at 25. There's always learning to do. So just trying to get better every day.
So training in Hawaii now, like I'm sure you gotta, well, you train like what, 5-6 days a week. Like,
Yeah,
how often do you, 6 days a week.
Right now,
So
yeah, since he's going camp.
how often do you spar?
We spar 2 times a week. Yeah, 2 times a week.
And you go all over the island to spar, or you gotta
As
you
for
do it
this
in your
camp,
own?
yeah, for this camp, we stay kind of in Campbell Industrial at the Pro Side Boxing Gym. They've been helping out a lot for this camp. We've been going to Lyndon Patricia's gym. They've helped out a lot in my past previous fights, and sometimes even Kaka'ako boxing club.
Oh,
We go over
nice.
there, and yeah, BoxFit helped a little. Yeah, just all over. Even like some MMA guys, or even like we went to a gym in Kailua side, Hybrid. They helped us out
Oh
for
wait, Kaleo
one
then.
time. Yeah, they helped us out too, get ready for one of the matches.
Oh,
So it's
nice.
pretty cool, yeah. A lot of MMA guys too, because there's so much fighters in Hawaii, but a lot of them just do MMA. So I
Yeah.
mean, take what you can get. Yeah, they from Hawaii, they get hands too. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
that's the thing too now. Like we was talking earlier, boxing is kind of making a comeback, like mainstream, and even in Hawaii. I know Nito is doing big things with his club, and then I know Kawi get some club in Waimanalo that's starting to gain some steam. But
I
the
know they're doing good.
yeah, the popularity of boxing is growing more. It's not just MMA because for a while, like boxing was only thing had, and then when MMA started to rise, kind of boxing kind of fell off a little bit, but now it's getting super popular, and you're hearing about all these up and coming fighters and pros that are super fun to watch.
I know. I'm happy for that. I see plenty of young kids, plenty new fighters, plenty new gyms, and a lot of a lot of them doing good, positive things too. It keeps the kids busy too. It keeps a lot of kids out of trouble, stuff like that. Like could save your life. It helped save my life.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
It's good
So
positive outlook or outlet.
yeah, and yeah, I'm just happy that it is because shoots. At least now we're getting back kind of that buzz. MMA is a growing sport too, so you kind of
Yeah.
competing. Yeah, a lot of people in Hawaii they always like be in the MMA scene. Really hard for get boxing work and stuff like that. So they always say
Well,
come move mainland.
oh yeah. Would you ever consider moving to the mainland?
I mean, I would consider it, but like one thing too with boxing, you know what I mean? It's like it comes down. It's not always. It's not only yourself. Sometimes people they think it's just only yourself. It's never really yourself. You got a team behind you. You know what I mean? And I got my team behind me, and I trust in them, and I mean they help me out a lot. Well, why I gonna go up and
Yeah.
I mean, you got to build that trust again and stuff like that. But
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, it's
yeah,
hard to find someone you work well with where you can
mhm.
just trust. Oh, I got to do this because he told me to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
and it's like
takes years.
it's a dog eat dog world too over there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta um know how to maneuver and stuff like that. You gotta be a real good fighter too, because if you're just an ordinary fighter, the mainland got so many boxers, you know what I mean? You
Oh
just
yeah.
you gotta get one thing in this sport, you gotta get that attention from your coach, because if you don't got that attention, you're not gonna be able to grow as a fighter too.
Yeah. So when you're not in camp, how often do you train?
I train pretty much every day. I gotta do it every day. Keeps me sane and like I don't know, keeps me healthy, I guess. Yeah.
And sharp, I would imagine
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. I mean, that's why like a lot of people they trip out on like how good I've actually gotten, but it's just because I just work out in preseason. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
always working. You know what I mean? They like, oh, how the heck did he get so good or this and that? I'm just drilling it all the way, all the way. Yes.
So what, has the pandemic kind of messed up like your fight schedule?
Yeah, because right before the pandemic, I was actually supposed to fight down here at the Blaze Down. That would have been good. And
Oh wow.
yeah, um my boxing career probably would have been a little bit more the kind because I'm only on my third fight right now. You know what I mean? I was hoping to have at least 6 already, maybe a little more. But
Mm.
uh, I guess so with the fight wise, but everything happens for a reason, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, it kind of helped me focus a little more too and balance things out a little better as well. Taught me how to take a step back, and I mean, because when it was going, it's just quick. Everything just goes so quick. You know what I mean? It's just kind of get lost in it too.
Oh
So
yeah, one fight
there's the
after
goods and
another.
bads of it. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
goods and the bads to it, I guess. Yeah.
Well, at least you took that kind of negative situation, kind of learned from it, and took that time to kind of better yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Try to at least shoot. Shoot.
So like in a perfect situation, like in 1 year, how much fights you trying to get, or what would be your ideal amount of fights to get in 1 year?
Yeah. I would say at least minimum 3, minimum. At least
Okay.
5, though.
Oh
Five,
shit.
5 would be a good number. I
Oh, you
mean,
stay
shoot,
busy, yeah?
the more you do it, you know what I mean? You kind of do it and you come, it's second nature to you. That's what you kind of want. You don't want to get stale. Like, shoots, my first fight and my second fight was like almost a full year apart. So,
Oh shit.
yeah. I mean, but it's been like that ever since I was little. But I want to be active, yeah.
Yeah.
The more you do it, the better you are.
Plus you get paid more. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that too. That too. I mean, shoots, I ain't making nothing yet, but hopefully one day.
Yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
one day, man. Hopefully one day. So we fighting for.
So when you first turn pro, like how many rounds does it go? Or like you don't just go 12-round fights, do you? Like, or
Nah,
it's kind
no.
of
So when you first turn pro, you fight 4 rounds first. Four
okay.
rounds, and then you'll boost up to 6, and then from there on all the way to 12, 8, 10, and 12. But
What
that's pretty much
determines that?
I guess your experience and how many fights you've gotten, or who you fighting, what
Oh,
promotion you under. Sometimes some guys will go 4 to 6 right away. And some guys will fight a lot of 4 rounders and then move up a little. But it all depends on what you're doing, I guess.
that's cool. So what weight class do you fight at?
My goal is to fight at 130, but this one I'm fighting at 137. Um, but 130 is the weight class we want to get a belt at. That's what we're shooting for, 130. And if not, well, not if not, we're gonna get one at 130. Yeah. We're gonna get
Right
one at
on.
130. Yeah.
Yeah. So what? How's your like your weight cut? Are you around the same kind of weight class, like walking around? So it's like, oh, I don't fight this. I gotta drop like a couple pounds. Are you like full weight cut with the sauna suit and like having a hard time, or
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I've never really had too much of a hard time cutting weight, but like I stay within 10 or 15, yeah, 15 pounds, I'd say. Average 15 pounds above my weight class. But even though somebody's skinny as me, you know what I mean? Could be hard, could be easy
yeah?
for other people, but for somebody skinny, oh man, it's hard to lose that much weight to me.
Oh yeah, nothing
Yeah,
for lose. That's why.
I know, that's why. So, yeah, we're around that.
So you have an easy time cutting weight, or are you like struggling?
Nah, kind of easy. I got my system down already too.
Oh,
So
that's good.
yeah, and I'm still experimenting too. So I'm only gonna figure out how to always do it better. I'm improving every fight. So
Oh, that's good. When you learning your body, you know what I mean?
yeah, pretty
How to
much.
adjust.
That's like the hardest thing because sometimes you play around. You know what I mean? Like, oh, don't do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, when you off season, you pound plenty food and like get balloon up, or you just kind of
Sometimes I be pounding food, but um, too many good food. The rice, that's something you gotta stay away from. The plate lunches, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Too much good plate lunches out here.
Oh
But
yeah. Especially Ever Beach, brother. Yeah, all kind of action.
no. And then after that, and you gotta go sport and you feel a little bit sluggish, and then okay, I'm gonna hold out for a little bit on those.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much.
So what, like, I guess your fight is coming up. You said it's gonna be around Thanksgiving, so you gotta wait till after that for all your turkey and grinds.
Yeah, shoot, actually, gotta be 2 days after Oh no, yeah, the day after Thanksgiving. So I weigh in on the Friday. So yeah, I gotta hold out, and I'm flying out on that night. So
Oh wow.
yeah,
I
it'll be
guess that's
cool.
the. At least you're not gonna have them fight during Christmas time. You know what I mean?
I know that's true, but anything can pop up. Hopefully not. You
That's
know what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But yeah,
So your
that's
next fight is the what is it? Black Friday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So
the
where are you fighting at?
Nashville, Tennessee. So it'll be my first time over there. Hopefully, good fun. I mean, not gonna really be able to do much because we fly. So I'd say we fly there Thanksgiving night. We get there Friday morning maybe, and then fight the next day. Fly home that next morning. So it's gonna be kind of
Oh
crazy.
wow. Oh, you just in and out, huh? The promoter
Yeah.
not gonna let you have extra day for cruise
I mean, it's
after.
just I mean, me and my coach, we kind of like it because I got kind of big family. I got 4 kids, so
Okay.
it's hard staying away from them too much too. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'd rather just in and out, in and out.
So when you're not training and stuff, what do you usually do for fun?
um, Playing with my kids pretty much. Nothing really else. Work and train. I mean, I miss out so much on my kids' time. You know what I mean? They grow so fast, and
Yeah.
yeah, I dedicate myself to my kids pretty much.
Well, that's
That's
why
what I've
you
been.
fight, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that too. Shoot.
It's good
Plus, too, like,
motivation.
yeah, that's a real big motivation, and like it's to teach, like to show them too, like they want a dream. This is what they got to sacrifice. So when they got their dream, at least I showed them rather than just telling them. I can't tell them to follow their dream if I didn't follow mine. You know what I mean? So
Oh, that's a good way to think of it, bruh.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of time, a lot of sacrifice, but it'll get better. It'll get better.
So you say you're working too. Like, what else do you do?
So I work for the sewer department, the city and county sewer department. Um, yeah, I do that in the daytime, 7 to 3:30, and I would say I go home and then I get a little um, kind of my family like rejuvenation.
Yeah, yeah.
pick me up a little bit and shower, whatever, and then get ready for go training, and then come back home, make the kids go sleep, start the day all over again.
Oh wow, you running
Yeah.
it hard, right?
But yeah, so like, and then this time, so like, it's even training camp's even worse. So like, I do all of that, and then once I come home from Coach Al's house, I'll come back home and I'll do all my running and things like that. So
Oh
like, by the
wow.
time I get to my kids, it's probably like 9, 10 o'clock.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, so that's like kind of my schedule right now. So
Oh,
hopefully
you
it all comes back.
sacrificing plenty, huh?
I mean, kind of got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
Nobody gonna
yeah.
do me nothing, man. It's just,
That's true.
yeah.
How much road work? How much do you run a day?
Well, my coach, he doesn't want me running any more than 3, but just the other day, I ran 10 miles. Yeah, just to push yourself mentally and things
Yeah.
like that. It's more of a mental thing. So I ran, it could range 3, 5, 7, sometimes 8. I don't know. It all depends. Depends how I feel. Yeah.
So you take days off, like when you're in camp, do you rest, like get massage or like just don't do nothing for one day, let your body heal?
Yeah, I mean, that's actually shoes. I don't even really the kind rest too much, because I should be, but yeah, I don't really do so much of that. I don't really do.
Jeez, what time you
Yeah,
normally go sleep, bruh?
I usually go sleep maybe 12, 1 o'clock.
Oh shit. And then you wake up for go work at 7.
Yeah, so you kind of wake up maybe little quarter before 6 or 6. Sometimes I'm waking up late because I'm too tired. Oh, gotta go. You strolling through traffic.
Oh yeah, traffic is nuts
Yeah,
coming out of Eva too, bruh.
bro, it's crazy sometimes. Just to get
So
out of
what
Ever Beach.
do you let's see. So you work, oh bro, like on the weekends, bro. At least you get to sleep in at all.
I mean, shoot, I've been working a lot of overtime. Every other Saturday, I would work overtime. But yeah, on the weekends, it's still kind of just work because you gotta do all your house things. Yeah,
Oh
Mama,
yeah.
she don't drive, so I gotta drive, bring the fam everywhere, or, like let the kids go to the park and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah.
that's my time for spend with them. So I'm not like really lay down and sleep too much. Yeah, you know what I mean, it's kind of
Mm,
my time with them. So it's like work.
yeah.
So yeah.
So would you let your kids fight if they wanted to, or like you kind of want to steer them away from that?
I try to steer them away, but they see me do it so much they want to do it. Yeah. What can I do?
Yeah.
I mean, I train them here and there, and then like they always ask to go with me, but they're too young. I like them to enjoy their childhood a little more.
Yeah,
I never really get to. That's why. So
yeah.
just yeah.
See, you seem like your adulthood too, bro. You stay super busy.
I mean, shoot, I mean, it kind of helped me doing it as a kid. I kind of used to it, so
Oh, that makes
kind of
sense.
built me up. So I'm kind of used to living like this since I was a child. So like my normal day in high school and like middle school and stuff like that. So we used to raise dogs. So I'd get up early, like maybe 5, 6 o'clock. I'd have to clean all the kennels and stuff like that, feed my dogs, come back home and go school. And then come back home, take care of my dogs. Dogs are like kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Take care of your dogs and then go boxing and then come back, take care of your dogs again. And then whatever my dad tell me for do, like I just
Oh, the
go, like,
chores,
Father, go do this, go do that, go do
Yeah.
this, go do that. Oh, okay. It helped out a lot, I guess.
So when you get free time for your own self, like not with your kids, what you like to do? Surf or like play video games or anything like that?
I dedicate them to mama. I don't know. I don't really do much. I take mama out. That's it. Because mama shouldn't really see me either too, yeah. So that's like
Yeah.
my free time. My free time either with mama or I guess if I'm not boxing, I'm kind of I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Pretty much. I can't really think of anything. I can't really think of much.
Well, when you make the big money and you freaking world champion, you can figure it out then and you're gonna have a lot more free time.
I
You don't
guess.
need
Yeah, I
work.
hope so. I hope so. Shoots. For real about it. For real.
That would
That's
be
the
cool.
goal.
Like all you gotta do is train and that'd be your only job.
I know. I can only imagine how better I would be. Shoots. A lot of
Oh
people think
yeah.
I'm good right now. Shoots. Imagine when I can just train all day.
Oh, and get
Oh
like
my
8 hours
God.
sleep, bro. That's gonna be a
I
game
know.
changer.
And then take care of your body. Me, I just sometimes running them too hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, the sacrifice you putting in now, bro, is gonna help benefit you in the future, I would imagine.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Just gotta stick to it. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll be going like this, get right back on track. Yeah.
You gotta have fun too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's why. So it's you see everybody else doing all their little fun things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of do them too, but I cannot. So
Yeah.
plus
So
you get
you get to
kids. You
oh yeah,
know?
they you gotta let them have fun before you do, huh?
Yeah.
So you can drink beer or you can do any like drink alcohol with the boys, like is or you
Of
cannot.
course not. You know what I
Oh.
mean? Of course not. Nah, but for real, nah, I mean, I drink here and there. I don't drink too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you get the discipline
Moderation.
down, bro.
Yeah. Maintain moderate, go overboard. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I get overboard sometimes, bro, and end up having to have people drive me home.
Hey, that's all. That's all.
Yeah.
But I
So
mean,
like in your future plans, bro, like how is it set up in your head? Like how do you want it to play out? Like I mean, you gotta dream about your goals and dream of what you want to do and what you're gonna become. Like, what are some of your goals and dreams for this sport or in life in general?
It's not bad, bro.
No worries.
Okay. So my thing is, I want to be at least a 4-time world champion. If not, I'm gonna be at least one. But that's what I'm shooting for. 4 week different world champion, which I know I can do. I just gotta put in out the time, and I want to take care of my mom and dad. They had me. So my mom and dad, they had me at 14 and 16. So I had young parents. They sacrificed a lot too. So I want to give back to them, give back to my girls' family as well. I don't know. I guess just use this just to help others. I guess help others, help my family. That's mine. That's mine.
When you world champion, they gonna make a movie out of your story, bro.
Why you say that? Just
Bro, it
help
seems
out.
like
I
you
mean,
seems like you fighting for a lot of family and you fighting for a lot of reason, bro.
yeah. I mean, shoots. Like I feel like my mom and dad they counting on this. Like, I feel like this is what they was banking on too at one point. Because my dad, he would give his last dollar just for send me up to go to the mainland. They do a lot of stuff for me, and it's kind of because I thought about quitting. I thought about quitting. I mean, I did quit, and I thought about it a lot. And I was just like, if I quit, like all this time I put in, my dad put in for me. You know what I mean? My family that would come support me. They believed in me, and it's just like if I didn't do this for them, it'd be wrong. It'd
Yeah.
be wrong. Yeah.
Well, your work ethic shows a lot from what they sacrifice. So it's you meeting them halfway. That's for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you bro.
But yeah, like all the sacrifices your family made for you, like you doing the same. So like I said, you kind of meeting them halfway, and it shows. You know what I mean?
I try, and I hope so. They see it that way too. Shoots. Sometimes I think a lot of times they just think I'm doing it for myself. You know what I mean? A lot of people that think that. I mean, when you're doing this kind of stuff, a lot of people think just for yourself and this and that. But at the end of the day, it's for your family. So
Yeah. So what in the future you hope to be champion? Like you always want to live in Hawaii, stay in Hawaii. Like you ever had aspirations to move mainland when you're like say you're world champion and stuff?
oh yeah, definitely. I would love to move to the mainland. Shoots traveling as a kid, you know what I mean? You see a lot of different places. You want to try live. You want to try live somewhere else at least. I think that's kind of like when you live here a lot, you don't want change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. I'm the type of person I don't like to really be in comfortable. Um, I mean,
You're
I'm always
comfortable being uncomfortable.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So I would love to. That's I mean I guess so. Yeah. I'm planning on moving, but I would love to come back and chill out here when everything is all said and done. I
Oh
want to
yeah.
come back here. I want to move around later on.
Oh, that's cool. Well, you young, Brian. You get your goals ahead of you, and bruh, you definitely have the work ethic to back up whatever you decide to do in life, bro. Even if it's not boxing or whatever, bro. You can be successful, guarantee.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Thank you. For real, for real.
Yeah. Well, shit, we've been going for almost an hour, bro. I think John can ask us the question of the week. Oh, he's
Hey,
the champ
yes,
right
yes.
there. What's up?
Just for a little
Hey.
inspiration. Little inspiration for you. Some motivation.
Yes,
Motivation.
one day.
Yeah. All right.
You get all kind of belts over there.
Question of the week is who are your 3 favorite boxers of all time?
Oh, I like answer this one too, bro. I get a couple, but you can go first.
Okay. So my 3 boxers. This is just me coming up. So and which is a lot to do with the way I fight. My number one was always Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. was
Oh,
one.
so you fight like when fighting chicken then, because that's how he fights.
Little bit. That's all, baby.
The manok. young boy, Jess. I wouldn't know about that though. Never mind.
Me neither. Well, so Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, and Manny Pacquiao. That's my three.
Okay.
That's the ones I seen growing up in kind of my era. And I mean, Roy Jones was kind of later, but he's still fighting till a long time.
Oh yeah, he was fighting a couple months ago against Tyson.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my three, my all-time greats. What is yours, bro?
So I always say this, and everybody like hates on this guy, but he's my number one all-time boxer. I was a fan of this freaking clown, but he was the man. Is Prince Nassim Hamed, and some people don't know him, but some people do. He was on crazy, but I like the way he fought, bro. He fought with his hands down, and he would throw hooks from his knees and knock people out, and he would talk shit after.
Yeah.
And his ring entrances was crazy, but I just liked his style because he didn't conform to the whole traditional boxing, and it worked for him.
Yep.
I mean, he only lost one fight to Barrera, who is like a Hall of Fame boxer. But Prince Nassim was inspirational to me because same kind of story. He came up from nothing. And I read his biography, and bro, I was a fan of him when he first came out, and just the way he fought was crazy. Like he just didn't fight like a boxer, and his out of the ring antics. He would walk to the ring and front flip over the ropes, and he was small like me, so I was a fan, and I always liked that guy. He was just bad, and he was small, and he would just knock people the fuck out. And I always liked that. Like Prince Nassim, that's my number one fan boxer that I always liked. Oh, have you seen him recently, bro? He's enormous. He fucking
He's fat,
bro. Yeah, dude.
No, but he's nuts because I like the way he plays too. He's danger, that guy.
He was bad, huh?
Danger.
That's gonna be you when you power retire. You're gonna get into food, bro. That fucking became huge.
Oh, I know, bro. Because he came huge. Him balloon a major kind.
I just seen him with I seen him on Instagram, and I'm like, who is that? I'm like, no way, bro. His head is even big, bro. Like,
yeah,
unreal.
Yeah, he's nuts, bro.
Yeah. And then my second favorite boxer would probably be Tyson. Like growing up as a kid, like he was just the man. Like he'd come in and just clean house. Like he would just knock people out, and it was just exciting because no one was cleaning people out like that. Where he would kill them. Like he would knock them out. I think they're dead, kind, like scary kind. Yeah. And like I was just a fan of him because he was young, and he was just doing, and he was just like phenomenal at the time, and he was just like a phenom. And then of course he had all that crazy like legal issues and stuff like that. But as just a boxer, bro, he was the baddest man on the planet for a long time.
Scary dude, that guy.
Yo.
Scary dude.
So my third favorite fighter of all time is Felix Trinidad, and that guy was straight hammer. He was scrawny, and he just knocked people out. And I thought his style was cool too, because he'd always fight tight, and then when he would launch, it would be hard, right? He would hit hard.
True.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican dude too.
Yeah, exactly, right.
That guy used to knock out everybody.
Yeah. But back then, like boxing was cool. I had De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker, Vargas, Chavez.
Woo. Those are some good times, man. Those guys was real warriors. A lot of guys nowadays is a lot of YouTubers.
Bro, you see how much money they making? They're not even fighters, bro. That's unreal.
Bruh, that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, it's so nuts.
So I was thinking maybe you should start one YouTube channel and then start fighting, but you're already on boxer, so you're just gonna be annihilating people. That might be the way to go, bro.
I know. One of my teammates was telling me to call out G Paul.
Oh yeah. Call him out right
do
now,
that.
bro.
That's so mental.
But you be scrolling on the internet and see you calling him out on Instagram. You're like, who's this fucking?
I know.
Watch, one day you're gonna know who you are. He's gonna be calling you out.
I know. I don't know. I'm too small, I think.
Oh yeah. Those guys is big, huh?
I said, okay, chance him.
Cancel. Yeah, bro, they're getting unreal paydays, bro, for that nonsense. Plus, too, even when Roy Jones fought Tyson, bro, that looked like they were sparring. And how much money they got for that? Like 10 mil. I
Man.
spar them for 10 mil if they
I
can
know.
punch me in the head, you know.
Just run around the ring.
Yeah. Oh, I'd get the juke down, bro.
Yeah.
Be chase master up in that fucker.
I give Mike Tyson props though, because like ever since a young age, bro, that guy stayed at the top, like business wise too. Like he'd go up and down, but he always found a way back to stay at the top. I give him that.
Yeah,
He's smart.
he get his own weed strain and all that. He making moves. Plus, he fighting Roy Jones for 10 mil. That can't be bad.
Yeah, that's true. That's
like
true.
Makuli League for boxing.
Yeah.
Bruh. But we've been going for an hour, and I know you stay in training camp, so we can't keep you up that late. But bruh, we appreciate you coming on the show. Honestly, you kind of inspirational. I see your work ethic, and even Germs had so much good stuff to say about you. And bruh, we're gonna be fans for life, and hopefully we'll see you fighting on the big shows. And bruh, we're gonna be following your career. And I don't know, I cannot say how hard you're working, but you know the work that you're putting in, and fuck, I hope the best for you, bro. I like see you win those belts, and hopefully everybody who listens or sees this show, bro, they're gonna be fans too. Because, bro, when kid coming out of Hawaii, it ain't easy to be that. And, bro, you like you said, you live in a dream, and you're the example for your kids, and your family supports you. And, bro, you're already winning, bro. You're already a champ in my book. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so brother, thank you. Appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to you guys for even having me, man. It's been a real good pleasure being on top of you guys' podcast. And I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me. Thank you to Germs for even putting in the word for me.
Yeah.
And I always thank all you guys for this, because without you guys, I'm nobody.
No way, bro. You're the champ. When you come big time, just don't forget us, bro. You're gonna be on ESPN, KHN News, and then you're coming back on our show too. You know,
the same dude all the way through, my bro.
ESPN Plus.
Yeah. And if you fight Jake Paul, I'm gonna be front row, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, you brothers. Thank you guys.
But anybody is looking to follow you on Instagram, and where can they find you on Instagram?
So my Instagram is JAYBRIO, JAYBRIO _PE_BENITO. It's my name.
Right on.
That's my Instagram, and it's pretty much the only social media I really use. I got a YouTube channel, but not really much on there. Just little clips and stuff like that.
Right on.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody, all my sponsors and things like that too, and just everybody supporting me while I'm coming up, because like what you said, brother, I believe I'm gonna get there, and as long as I believe in myself, I'm pretty sure I can get there.
And it seems like you got a mean support group and family that believe in you too, bro. And like I said, you're already winning, bro, and you put in the work and hard work, talent, bro. That's what gets people to the greatness. You know what I mean?
Yes, you, brother. Yes, you.
Right on. And you can find brother boy band John on Instagram, BBJ8, the letter O8. And you can find him on Instagram. His new project that just dropped, he did it in the past before, is 808 Scene, and it's showcasing a lot of hardcore musicians in Hawaii which don't have a platform, and he's brought it back after all these years, and it finally aired on Olelo. And you can find the new episodes on his YouTube. What's your YouTube, John?
BBJ 808.
Okay, same shit then. BBJ 808 on YouTube. Go check out his new episodes of 808 scene. It's super important.
My 3 favorite boxers.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
never
yeah.
ask you. You
There you
fucker.
go. There you
Mike
go.
Tyson, Mike Tyson,
Okay.
Hector Macho Camacho,
Hey.
Ooh, that's a good one.
and Tommy Morrison.
Oh, he's a good one
Didn't he
too.
get AIDS, bruh?
Rocky
He got
Five,
AIDS,
Rocky
bruh.
Five,
Tommy
Rocky
Morrison?
Five.
How
Rocky
did he get
Five.
AIDS? That's what I want to
Tommy
know.
Gunn.
Tommy.
Oh,
Tommy
shit.
Gunn. You
Tommy
knocked
the
him out.
Machine
You
Gun.
knocked me out.
But you saw Ray Mercer knock him the fuck out. I'm not a
Oh.
fan of that guy. Try
Rocky
Google that.
Five.
Ray Mercer versus Tommy Morrison. That's the worst
Five, bro.
knockout I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Rocky
Try Google
Five.
that after this. Everybody out there, Google Tommy Morrison versus Ray Mercer. Bro, he was out on the ropes and Mercer and clang him one more time and he was dead, bro. He had AIDS too, bro. How you gonna fight one guy with AIDS, bro? You don't gonna cut him.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Nah,
But if that's your top tree, I kind of hate on your top tree.
You said Rocky. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, he's Rocky 4, huh? Rocky
Yeah.
4. Was it Rocky 5?
Rocky Five.
Rocky
Oh,
5.
Rocky
Had E from Entourage, Eric from Entourage.
Yeah, he was the kid.
He was the bully.
Yeah, the kid that, yeah,
Oh,
he's the
bully,
kid that
the
stole
bully.
his glass. Yeah,
From Entourage,
that was
right?
he. He was fat
bully.
too, huh?
Biggest money.
Oh my god.
Dig his money.
Yo.
Bully.
Yeah,
Unreal.
Good.
All right. And you can find us atbpod.com on Instagram and YouTube Above the Bridge Podcasts. And you can find me at Fatty Daddy High on Instagram. Hey, bro, we're looking forward to seeing you fight this month and see how far your career takes you. And nothing but love, bro. We can't wait to see how
Thank
your
you,
career
bro.
plays out, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Right on. Shakas for the camera.
Good guy.
Right on. And shout out to the Artist Groove Network. We're out, bro. Thank you.